Welcome to part two of Jabba's Sail Barge. If you were with us in part one, we went over the box art and all the wonderful extras in the instruction booklet, original art, original scenes, some details about the sail barge itself, the creator, the design that went into it, and the interior. Now, on part two, we're going to go through the extreme attention to detail that was put into this Lego set. So let's get started. Our first room is the cockpit or the control room. It does have three view screens. The two on the sides are adjustable. There is a lot of detail that went into this front section of the sail barge. You have two reclining seats that are fully adjustable. They do not swivel, they are stationary, but that's just fine. We don't need a swivel in the sail barge. And we even have a working door that opens up to the rest of the barge. So you can literally take a minifigure from the front all the way to the back of the barge. Now, this control room is very detailed from all sides. You have details on this panel, some detail here. It's really well done in the cockpit area. Not something I would expect out of the sail barge, but definitely a nice addition. Now let's go ahead and move on to the armory slash prison area. Now, one of the nice play features I like about the armory is not only can you take the prison cell out, but it also has a breakaway wall right here. So if you were to take down the side panels on the back end of the barge, you literally have a breakaway wall. So if you're going to do a jailbreak from the sail barge, a nice little play feature that I think really adds to it. The stairwell, the double stairwell, also easily pops out to give you a full view of the back of the armory. You've got spears, axes, blasters, rifles, another axe, a machete, whatever this thing would be called. I have the slightest clue. You've got two torches in the front, so you can, imagine the sail barge being lit up at night. I'll eventually get a light kit for this set. It's a Ultimate Collector Series, so a light kit is a must. I'll probably order that right when the case ships from Wicked Brick, the limited edition case that I got. Now, the jail cell itself is very detailed. You've got a broom mounted to the front. The door completely opens and shuts, which is a nice feature. You have a set of binders on the side. And on the inside, we're completely detailed with a bone. I'm not quite sure what the blue thing on the floor is supposed to represent. Maybe a thing of water. You've got your chair, and on the back wall, let me see if I can get my camera to focus. You've literally got people marking the days that they've been in jail with some kind of language scribble at the bottom. So your typical jail cell, but it's very detailed, very nice. I like what they did with it. And it just easily pops right back in to the armory. Our next room is the galley or the kitchen, whichever you'd like to refer to it as. And it is extremely detailed. It also has a grand staircase, a main staircase that pops right out of the set, which gives you a full view of detail. We have fish hanging from the ceiling. We have utensils in the back. We have a mixing bowl, what might look like a goblet. We have a little frog down at the bottom, little Easter egg there, helping us out. We actually have a gas stove, and the detail in this model is so great that they have an exhaust vent for the gas stove. We've got bones and turkey leg hanging on the wall. We've got two saute pans on stovetops working. We have a shelf with dishes. Underneath the shelf is some more detail. Let's go ahead and get in on that a little bit clearer. So you can see that. But yes, the kitchen is extremely detailed. We have another goblet to the side, a trash can. We have two menu boards to the right. Of course, all these drawers and cabinets open. This cabinet opens. We've got two drawers over here that open that have some other Lego bones in them. And that's not even where that ends. Up top, we have a whole nother shelf with some other items. You know, they could be ingredients, they could just be cups, you know, whatever the imagination brings you to on that one. But the kitchen is extremely detailed. They put a lot of thought into the interior of this set, and I just can't give it enough props. Can't say enough good things about it. You can really tell that the designer of this set put his heart into it. You really can. From the second you start putting the interior together, you know you got someone's dedication. You've got it. It's this set is pretty much everything you can ask for in an Ultimate Collector series. Now, our next interior section would be Jabba's throne. Now, Jabba is a big minifigure, so you pretty much just got his throne, decorative back wall here. You've got the two torches, which are on the archway of every section of the interior, and you've got his microphone. So there's not much going on in Jabba's seating area. We do have a picture of Jabba on the wall that connects the seating area to the galley or kitchen. But like I said, Jabba's a big minifigure. So when you put the Hutt in his space, I mean, there's really not a lot of necessity for more detail in this section of the interior, because that's where Jabba sits. And of course, his throne is easily taken out. It pops right off, so you can literally take out his throne and set it to the side. So that's a nice little addition that I like to that. Now, our last section of interior is Max Rebo's piano. We do have some nice column detail. His, let's say, DJ stand slash piano slash soundboard, pretty sure it's everything, does turn. You have a screen he might be looking at for musical notes on the backside. And it does open into Jabba's area. So Jabba can listen to his music. Got Max Rebo jamming out in the back. Just an awesome little addition to the back of the sand barge. Sorry, sail barge. I always call it a sand barge. Some things stick with you ever since you were a kid. Now that we've got the interior out of the way, let's move on to the first piece of top decking. Now this is the back deck. It has a detachable gun here that you can move around anywhere on the sail barge and place that anywhere you'd like. I'm not quite sure what this piece is supposed to signify or represent, but it does look like maybe I don't even know what you call it on the sailboats, where all the guys would hold pegs and walk around to raise and lower the sails or raise and lower the anchor. That's what it kind of looks like to me. You've also got the large cannon that Leia points at the floor to destroy the barge. You have this front section where the top panel pops off, and you have a nice little passageway down to Jabba's section. Nice little ladder here that brings you up to the top part. And it's just an excellent detail from front to back. I like the patterns in the back to make the smooth flooring. And when you set this in to the sail barge, it is notched, so it fits in perfectly. And a nice little addition to that is you can see these pegs on the back end right here. They go in to the side into these two rubber holes. So when you close it, it is literally secure. Now, when you close the back end, you have a full detailed rudder on both sides. And what I really do love about the detail on the back end is you have all these windows that you can open, just like in the movie, for when Jabba is watching Han Solo be thrown into the Sarlacc pit. And you have that on both sides of the sail barge. You can open up both sides completely. So you can look completely through the sail barge even when it's closed. So that's definitely a nice little addition to detail. And now we're going to move on to the front part of the upper deck. Lots of detail on this. We've got two doorways that open, that attach to the second stairwell. The other stairwell attached to this one plate that pops off to the top that did not go back, down into Jabba's room. It goes into the galley or the kitchen. And just the attention to detail on the top deck is extremely nice. You have two working doors, so you can bring minifigures up from the armory up until the top deck for some fighting. And according to reports, we had a lot of people calling Lego and wondering where this piece was missing and why it wasn't part of the instructions. The article I read said that the designer noticed that this piece was missing in the film and wanted to keep it out of the set, so you had the proper representation. And I think that's an excellent idea. It's not really a necessity piece, and it does look like the sail barge, is a little worn. It's not brand new. Jabba didn't just buy it off the lot. And of course, when you're putting this top deck piece on, it notches right into place, just like the back. There is nothing attached to the doors that holds the front section in. So when you put that up, it's just sitting on the side. And you also have another little detachable gun that you can put anywhere along the railing. So that's Jabba's sail barge with the top deck on and all doors closed. I mean, very detailed. You've got extreme detail down both sides. You have a workable rudder on both sides that goes in pretty much any direction you'd like it to. It doesn't go up and down the arm, but it does go forward and back. So you can represent any kind of formation you'd like with that. The front is also extremely detailed. I like how they mix some of the dark brown pieces in with the light brown. Both sides, again, extremely detailed. We even have plenty of detail on the bottom railing. Now, I love sets that come with their own stand, and Lego didn't disappoint on this one. We have 3 peg pieces on the bottom, 3 Technic stands that make the sail barge appear like it's floating on air, just like in the movie. And the back, again, they did not waste any detail whatsoever. This Ultimate Collector Series set is just chocked full of detail, and from front to back, inside and out. Now, one of my favorite parts of the sail barge are the sails. The framing on this is absolutely fantastic. Very simple. It's very light. And you can just put it right in the top deck, and they're fully adjustable. Forward, back, side to side. And we even have a 360 range of motion. And both sails easily go on the same way with a Technic connector piece right on top. So you can literally position your sails any way you want them. And it just looks good. This is a great looking set by Lego. They went all out on this one. This is instantly in my top 5 of Ultimate Collector Series. When it comes to the full package of Ultimate Collector Series, not only do you have to have a nostalgic set, but you got to have detail. You got to have stability. You got to, it's you're spending that kind of money. You want the full package, and this is definitely the full package. And I can say, for 100% guarantee, If you own any of the 3 sets I'm about to mention, then they're the full package as well. The Razor Crest, which I believe was just $50 more than this one when I purchased it. Great detail, great looking set. The Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT, excellent detail, huge set, massive, beautiful. And of course, the Millennium Falcon. Those are definitely the top 3 of all time Ultimate Collector Series Lego sets, in my opinion. But notwithstanding, the Venador is also one of my favorite sets. Has no interior. The engine assembly on the back leaves a lot to be desired, but the ship is iconic. It's beautiful. I love the way it sits. It's a gorgeous set. It'll always be in my top 5. Now that we've gone through the details of the sail barge inside and out, let's take a look at the minifigures. Now, this minifigure selection did not disappoint. We, did have some people complaining about, $100 more expensive than Mos Eisley's Cantina. Same piece count. Half the minifigures. I can't remember exactly if the Cantina had 21 or 22. If it had 22, then the sail barge is exactly half. But you have C-3PO, Bib Fortuna, a couple of new characters. This guy's new for the sail barge. You got Max Grebo. He's almost identical to the original. I think the shading might be a little different. You have, this is a new character for the sail barge. You have Slave Leia. Some people don't like the fact that it looks like she's wearing denim shorts in this minifigure, while the other one actually looked like a bikini. That's really irrelevant to me. I could care less either way. And here's our 3rd brand new minifigure in the sail barge. And of course, you've got R2-D2 as a server / bartender, and Salacious Crumb. Now, I saved Jabba for last because Jabba is a large minifigure, and I wanted to go over this plaque. Now, this is 25 years of Lego Star Wars, so you get the 25 years of Lego Star Wars Lego piece, and Jabba is just an excellent minifigure in his own right. Both hands move, head swivels. The body doesn't do anything, but that's okay. It's Jabba. He's not moving fast anywhere anyhow. And of course, with the Ultimate Collector Series, you get a detailed plaque with the manufacturer, the model, the length, max speed, affiliation, weapons, and the owner. And that's the first time I knew Jabba had a name other than Jabba the Hutt. Learn something new every day. And then when you add the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit Lego set, I mean, you just have the complete scene from Return of the Jedi. One of the best scenes from the movie. It was definitely original. Everything about the scene in that part of the movie was just phenomenal. I wouldn't have changed a thing. Just a great looking ship, great looking concept, great characters, and just a terrific scene. So if you're out there and you're going to spend the $500 for the sail barge, the $80 for the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit isn't going to break the bank, and it just completes the set. And Wicked Brick, who I just love, made a case to incorporate both these sets, and it just looks phenomenal. I can't wait for it to get here. I can't wait to put it together and put it all in there for the final scene. Get a light kit for it and just make it shine. But for the sail barge, definitely give that a 10 out of 10. The Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit, definitely give that a 10 out of 10 for the set that it is. Just a great combo from Lego all around. And my hat's off to the designer of the sail barge. He did an excellent job, and I look forward to seeing what he does next. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.